Welcome to Rotten Flesh Radio, episode 9 for Monday, August 23rd, 2021.
Yeah.
Number 9.
You know, the pandemic has really put a wrench into pretty much everything.
Absolutely.
But it must have given Ed and Gavin over at Midnight Syndicate a massive dose of inspiration.
That's
and, of course, a ton of time. So we'll mention them again in the news segment, but, you know, as always, we need to give them top billing for giving us that amazing music. So thanks, Ed and Gavin, as always.
Cheers.
I have one too.
Cheers. 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 Cheers.
Yay.
Us guys in our uppers and you with your downers because they're beer. You got the energy drink.
Yep.
She's got the uppers.
That's right.
She does.
I'm going to be up all night. With this right here.
So,
Uppers.
I'm the one with the downer. That's why I'm.
Are you feeling down, Dan?
No. Actually, I am.
Oh.
But you guys are here, and I want to say hello. My friends are here. Hello,
We're
friends.
here. Hello.
Hi, Topher.
Hello, Dan.
And Anya, you're back for a third episode.
We're back for round 3.
Round 3. You know, who knows? This might just end up becoming a boxing match. You know,
Honestly.
you might have to survive for 10 rounds.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, because at this point, it's only a UFC fight. Because UFC fights only go for 3 rounds.
That's right.
3 to 5, usually, if I remember correctly. But
I don't
Am I getting
know.
demoted? What's happening?
Is UFC and MMA different?
yes.
Okay. My friend Eric would be very, very disappointed in me for not knowing this.
Shame on you. But we're going on tangents as we do.
We are.
Yep.
So, as I ask every episode, what horrific things have you guys been up to since we last met?
I've kept mine a little bit of a secret from you guys.
I watched the taking of Deborah Logan with Cordy, and I did design work for The Haunt, which is going to pale in comparison to what she's about to say. Is yours better than what she's about to say? Because I'm thinking best for last.
I
This is
smashed
why I
my
went
thumb at work.
first. That's horrific. Does
That
it look
happened
horrific?
today.
It is horrific.
It was a little bloody. But it's
A little
fine.
gore.
A little gore.
Like
but-
real life gore.
Yeah, but it's fine. I don't think I'm gonna lose the nail, but it was just a little gory.
We're
So,
50-50 on the nail.
Yeah, 50-50.
I'll give you a 100% though. I think 100% Anya's probably gonna
She's
take
so-
the cake
Both
today.
of us.
I mean, I love taking you Deborah Logan, and Cordy was really, really impressed by it. But
Hey.
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
I finally watched Midsommar.
Oh,
Start the count.
Start the count.
No, my entire notes. The last 2 words say Midsommar reference because in my notes all through here I mentioned nothing about that damn movie.
Well, we're starting it out early.
Oh boy, here we go.
I finally watched Midsommar after
How many
so
drinks?
long. No.
In the last episode,
I
we
was
got to what,
completely
9
sober
shots?
for that.
Actually, I
Unfortunately.
counted. We
13.
had 13 shots. So if anybody was taking shots, I am so sorry.
I was completely sober for that movie, unfortunately.
But after your little, what horrific thing happened to Anya? Are they going to be drunk? Because you're going to talk the hell out of this movie.
I hope not. But
I'm so ready for this.
I don't know.
That movie.
That movie was really something. I got done watching it, and I literally said out loud while I was home alone next to my dog, what the hell did I just watch? What was that? Yes! I mean, I was kind of ready for the old people
Yeah.
when that happened because, you know, you guys talked about it. So I saw old people. I knew
Dan, you
what was
talked about
happening.
I don't remember.
Well, you guys never said
Same.
exactly what was
Right.
going to happen.
So you knew that there was something involving old people. You just
Yeah.
didn't know what.
And then the scene with the old people, and they got up, and I was like, a little f***y is about to happen. And it definitely did.
Very.
It's like, oh god.
There are images in certain movies that never leave your mind.
And
Those
that's-
visuals never
that's
leave your
one
mind.
of 'em.
That's one of them.
Yeah, the part where they eat the meat buns, and he pulls out a little something out of a meat bun. I don't know,
Does
like,
it make you want to
what?
go vegetarian?
maybe, but but like he was so calm about it. Like how he was like, oh,
Because they were
this
all
happens
hyped
all
up,
the
weren't
time.
they?
Like
Like they were pretty much
I mean,
drugged out
yeah.
that entire movie.
True.
So maybe that's all it was like, look.
I'd sober up real quick if I saw that.
That's probably I probably would too.
I would
Yeah.
agree. I would agree.
Like, jeez, man.
So did you enjoy it?
I mean, yeah, it was a good movie. It
Would you
keeps you
watch
on
it?
your toes.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'd watch it again.
I'm glad she's in the same boat as all of us.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those movies of a one and done.
Yeah, when
Because it sticks with you for so long.
yeah,
Oh my god, yeah.
I went downstairs and I saw Cordy watching it. Now normally if it were Halloween, I would sit and I would go through it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But this movie, I'm like,
you're
Cordy,
watching
You
it?
enjoy. I'm out. Bye.
leaving.
Absolutely. I will say this. I know, other than smashing my thumb, I actually did watch 2 horror films. Got them the other night off of Redbox. My girlfriend was like, "Hey, we should rent a couple Redboxes."
Ooh,
And I
Redbox.
was
That
like,
means they might be new and they might be something that I haven't seen yet. I'm
so-
intrigued.
There's two of them. The first one that I watched was called The Empty Man.
Never heard of it.
Yes,
I haven't either.
that's okay. Very interesting story. Very interesting story.
Who's in it?
Yeah.
I recommend watching it. I can't tell you who's in it because I'm terrible with names.
Was it pretty independent then, maybe?
It was a very
oh my god, it's
independent
Nick
film.
Cage. It's
Yeah, very independent film.
some guy that I may have seen in something.
Maybe. But super, super good film. If you liked the Bye Bye Man or like Candyman, you know.
So it's like Lure?
Yeah, lore-esque horror film.
Candyman's coming out soon.
Yes, it is.
I saw a commercial for that. The trailer. It looks so good.
Super
I'm
exciting.
not a huge fan of the original,
Yeah?
but I've heard great things about this new one because isn't executive
We talked about this
producer
last time.
We did.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about this on episode
7?
7.
7?
7.
It was the first one that we had with Anya.
Yeah.
Because this is the 3rd episode with Anya.
That's right.
And it took this long for her to watch that one movie that I won't say the name of. So I'd like for
We
people to
wanna
make it
keep-
to the end of the show at least
Yes.
somewhat sober.
So, and then the second one that we watched was called Separation.
Never heard of
that
it.
one. Great B film.
Who was in it? You say B film, therefore I'm about to say that the answer that you're about to give is I don't
Independent.
know anybody in it.
Yep.
Independent.
Very independent. Decent story. I mean, I thought. I read a lot of the reviews. It was saying like, oh, I saw it all coming, blah 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 blah, and I'm
Yeah,
just
a lot
like,
of people like saying that phrase.
yeah.
I did not see it.
I could, or a lot of it was very predictable. Yeah, so what? Some of it was predictable, but you know what? It was still a good story.
Good.
And so, if you have some extra time, go out to Redbox, check out Separation or The Empty Man. Very good films. Just as a classic, sit down, bucket of popcorn, a little bag of popcorn, and just.
Get yourself geared up for the upcoming one.
That's
Halloween
right.
Absolutely.
season. Yeah, it's still summer, so I'm still putzing around in my gardens. But
The
Hey.
second it's like mid. What month
No.
are we in? What is this? August. Then it's starting to become fall
it's
for me.
blurry because we're in the midst of prepping the haunt.
That's
it's
right.
crunch
It
time.
all just like
All of it
blends
blends.
together.
Yep.
It's literally crunch time.
Literally. Oh my god. I'm so stressed about music.
I'm stressed about design work.
Oh.
The banners
Stressed about
and
the haunt in
shirts.
general.
Yeah.
Y'all are worried about that. I have a whole tent to put up.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're gonna.
hey, that's Saturday.
It is.
That's right. And then new vortex tunnel. Gotta put that up.
Oh God, a new vortex tunnel.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into details because you're gonna have to come out and check it out at
You
Circle
gotta
of
see it
Ash.
for yourself. So.
The front of Circle of Ash is getting an absolute facelift. The entire grounds is kind of getting a facelift of itself too.
Showing you a picture.
Ooh.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
You don't get to see 'em.
Oh,
Ha.
You can't see them.
Ha! You just have to come out and see.
Boy, I'm
Yeah.
busy.
Well, Jesus, Dan.
There I am.
Oh, Dan.
Oh, is that the picture of you up on the ladder?
You know what?
at you
Okay,
go.
we can throw that one up there.
Conquering my fear of heights.
Yeah.
We'll throw that
There's
photo
no
I
up
have
there.
spoilers
yet
there.
to do
No.
that.
But we've got lots of.
A lot of really fun new things coming out.
It's gonna be beautiful.
So
so
freaking
fun.
awesome. But that's Dan. I know you kind of mentioned like you didn't really have too much crazy going on, but did you have anything terrifying?
No, not
horrific?
really.
No?
I have been just diving in headfirst into the design work of the haunt because I rebranded. We're having.
Yeah.
We've got a new logo.
Got a
And
whole
with-
new logo. It looks so cool.
Well, not just one logo.
Three
as
logos.
soon as Chelsea, the owner, saw the logo for the, because we're
Yeah.
essentially three little haunts in
Exactly.
one big Circle
And
of Ash umbrella.
She did what Chelsea does best, which you do one thing and she's like, "That's awesome. Now how about this?"
That's exactly what it was. And normally, as a designer with a client, I'd be like, "Well, but are you willing to spend the money?"
Yeah, but
when
it's
Chelsea
Chelsea.
said, "I want this and I want this," I'm like, "Oh, honey,
Uh-huh.
that's a no-brainer, and I'm so gonna
Of
do
course.
that. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful."
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yes. So there's
Yeah.
Circle of Ash, which is like the haunted house portion, the enclosed
the,
portion.
the main house.
And then there's the forest, which is Frightmare Forest, which is where it all began, actually.
Yes.
And then there's where
There's
you
Sacco's
and
Funhouse.
Michaela
Sacco's
live,
Funhouse.
Sacco's Funhouse. Each one then has a logo.
Yes.
Two of them that we're not going to see as much of, but you'll be able to buy stickers because Chelsea saw the one and was like,
We want more.
stickers of all of them. So I'm designing stickers, banners, signage, shirts, hoodies,
I'm excited for
beanies,
the pins with all of our characters.
buttons,
I'm so excited for that.
Twitter ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, web ads. Oh my God.
So much.
I don't have time except to watch The Taking of Deborah Logan, which was on Tubi for free.
Ooh.
Tubi is amazing. You go through the the horror section of Tubi, Tubi. Oh my God, the stuff that they've got,
Tons.
tons. And so
Yeah,
when
check that out.
The Taking of Deborah Logan got dropped off of Netflix, I thought, well, I can't recommend this to anybody. How are they going to be able to see it? Well,
Yeah.
it's on Tubi. You can watch it for free. And I sat with Cordy, and I said, "Yep, we're watching that." And she said, "Okay." And we get through it, and she goes, "Oh my God, that was actually scary. Like, I was actually uncomfortable. Oh, it makes my heart. I knew it was coming." And it made my heart rate go up. So that's a high recommendation from me. The Taking of Deborah Logan. I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
We just have to go home and watch it.
Correct. So that's the
Yeah.
extent
So you-
of horrific.
So you're telling me don't watch it while I'm trying to go to bed?
Or do and just have nightmares.
You know, here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I don't really have nightmares much anymore.
Really?
Yeah, really. I
Lucky
had a nightmare
son
the
of a
other night where I just woke up. I don't ask me how,
Uh-huh.
but I just remember waking up, in my dream, waking up, being shot at,
Oh,
and
shoot.
then just looking down and going, well, shit. And then I woke up, and then I actually physically woke up, and I was
That's
like,
a good response, though.
Did you wake up like early, like in the middle of the night, or was
no,
this
this
when
was
you were
like
scheduled
this
to
was
wake up
like
anyway?
at 8:30.
Oh, so like a normal time to get up.
No,
No?
this was on a day off for me, and then on
Oh.
a day off for me, man, I'm sleeping in till like 10, 11. Like
I wish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sleeping in for me is about 8:30.
Yeah.
So yeah, I woke up at 8:30, and
Yeah.
I look around the room, and I'm like, Well, I'm up.
Yep. Yep. Do you want to go back to sleep and then maybe dive back into that nightmare? Probably not.
Probably
No.
not.
I was like, I really don't want to know what's going on in that dream state, but I'm good.
Yeah, because it could be like your girlfriend, and then you'd be like, oh my god, she's capable of actually like shooting me with a gun.
Oh, shoot.
But,
I mean-
but most of them are anyway if you do the wrong thing.
That's true.
Very, very true.
Not me in particular. What?
She'll whip out her corn hammer.
That's in my
corn
car right now.
mallet. Oh my
I keep that with me.
You want to get cobbed?
That's now my like threat. Like, hey, I have corn in my car.
Watch out,
so
watch out. Anya's
look
got
out.
a cob up her today. She's got, no, actually,
No,
Anya's
you'll get a cob
is
up
in
yours.
the trunk of her car.
Yeah,
The literal
Yeah.
trunk of her car.
it's huge. It looks like a pickaxe, but it's corn. Because, we're in Iowa. So.
Fortnite.
Was it,
No!
Did it, when you saw it at Transworld, did it like
It made me
speak
laugh.
words to you?
No, it just made me laugh, and I went, I need to buy it. I mean,
Anya, come
kinda.
purchase
It kinda did.
You know,
Because
I
my
was
character had a bat for the longest time. I was like, we need to switch it up. This is it.
so Bobo actually had a buzzsaw axe.
Really?
For a while, yeah, and then I still have it, but I really want something that I can actually like, kind of, give it a little beating,
Yeah.
and still actually be able to use it.
Yeah.
And I know Midnight Mayhem Apparel, they were working on something. And they had some of them last year, or this
it
year
the-
at Transworld. Yeah.
Big bitches.
Yeah, they were big mallets, and I had messaged the guy, and I was like, "Hey, I'm interested in one. This is what I'm thinking," and then they never replied.
You mean
So-
message Brian?
No.
You messaged Brian?
No, it wasn't Brian. It was some
Why not?
one of his coworkers within.
But you know
I'd
that if
go
it was
straight to
Brian, he would
Brian.
have said something like, so like this one right here that's probably actually got your name already on it.
I mean this one? I've been saving it.
Yeah.
For no reason.
This one. If you
how
have
he
something
works.
for me next year at Transworld, Brian, I will beat you with a mallet.
What? Was that a threat?
Yes.
You
And
have
then
something
he'll
for
get
me, I
down
will
on
beat
his
you.
knees and worship to the gods that are Midnight Mayhem.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We all know what'll happen.
I'm sorry,
I
but
mean, I would.
again,
I still gotta get with Brian.
hey, all I have to say is
I'm not gonna tell you why.
once a clown, always a clown. Made for clowns by clowns.
Again, I'm not gonna tell you why I need to get with Brian.
No Midnight.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Midnight Mayhem did not sponsor this episode.
No, they
No, they're just really good friends.
But
Yeah.
they really probably could. We talked
We
them
talked
up
about
every
this.
episode.
Almost.
We talked to Brian about this, right? At Transworld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, people know that there's some news, potentially some new stuff on the way. And it truly is potentially on the way.
Yes.
But he just doesn't know too much about it yet.
Are they at midnightmayhem.com?
MidnightMayhemApparel.com.
yes. And
Go
I'll
check
tell
them out.
you during
They're also on
break
Facebook and
why I need to
Instagram.
get with him.
That'll be right there at the bottom of the screen.
Right.
And they will get that for free. Brian, you're welcome. We love you.
Yes.
Maybe I need to find out what Brian can do for me. I'm still working on mine. I have an image in my head.
Ooh.
I know it's August what, and I still don't have one piece of my costume yet.
Ooh. Oh God.
Yeah,
know.
Dan, we're getting close, dude.
We're getting
I
real
know,
close.
I know.
It's
It's on
if I
the
remember
to-do
correctly,
list.
the 18th today.
Today's
Yes,
the 18th.
it is the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time this episode goes out on the 23rd, I will probably be in panic mode.
Yep.
Oh God.
Sounds about right.
I need to buy like makeup for the haunt, cause Noah likes a certain blood that I get, so I need to get a tub of that.
Tub.
Is he picky about his blood?
He's very picky about his blood, but so am I. So that's
Well,
why we
they
work.
all should be. You know
Yeah.
you're a haunter
When you're picky about your
the
blood.
Fake blood.
Yes.
Wow. And you don't get it. It's just Spirit Halloween.
No,
So, I'm not picky about my blood.
you're not picky,
No.
man.
No, but what are you picky about?
Because
You're
he's
picky
not a
about your
makeup
horn,
artist.
Picky about your costume.
No, you want to know what I am picky about?
Huh.
Makeup. That's it.
Like the brands?
The brands. That's it.
That at least you're picky about that. 'Cause
That's it.
important. That's really important.
Well, it is, especially if you've got a concern about your skin. Like right now,
Yeah.
my skin is nasty. The heat, the stress of everything that's going on, my skin is a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a licensed esthetician, yes?
Yes.
So you can probably actually recommend for
Which
certain
brands to
people
use.
what to avoid.
What to avoid. Oh my god. Anything at any local, like Spirit
Walmart.
Halloween or Walmart, those will mess you up. And they don't look good.
So we should do a video on this.
Yeah.
What to apply, how to apply it, best methods.
You know, I did talk to some of the people at Wolf.
Wolf is good.
So, I mean, hey,
Don't talk about it too much, because we should get some of these people to pay for our show.
Exactly.
well, you know, sometimes you just gotta give them a free handout first.
Man,
I know.
you know it'd be sick if we got Ben Nye. Like that brand.
Oh.
That would be sick.
So you've got lots of recommendations. You've got lots of
Yes.
things that you would not recommend.
Not recommend.
And so
Anything
that's
from Walmart.
a subject that we should broach
Yes.
on our next episode. Okay, well, stay tuned if you're a haunter and you've got
That's right.
bad skin and you need to figure out a way to get through a haunt without your skin, like
Breaking
November,
out.
your skin is just a mess.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
that's why I love the water base.
Water brace is always good. Even alcohol activated paint, it could be hit or miss. It really depends on your skin type. Because that is drying. But
Very.
it stays on and it looks good throughout the whole night.
Wow. We could do a whole episode on makeup then.
Absolutely.
All right.
Bring it on.
Well, let's do it. For now, though, we're going to take a little break before we jump into news.
Into the news.
And by the time we get back, Topher's beer might be gone.
That's right.
I know that mine probably will be.
This won't be.
And
By-
Anya never finishes her drink.
You know, by the
Hey.
looks of it, Anya's drink will not be finished by the end of the show.
Wow, way to call me out.
And on that note, we will be right back. So, believe it or not, news has actually been pretty light.
It is what it is.
Spirit Halloween stores are, of course, starting to pop up.
Yeah.
Did you know that Spirit is owned by Spencer's? Spirit and Spencer's are one thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
So
Sorry.
here
the
in
cicada-
Cedar Rapids, we're not getting one for the first time in I don't know how many years. We've had a.
We're not getting a spirit this year?
We're not getting a Spirit.
You're
Closest
kidding.
one is Iowa City,
Oh no.
which is a college town. That makes
Yes.
sense. But they're calling, if you go to spirithalloween.com and you
Yeah.
look for a store in Cedar Rapids,
Mhm.
it points you to Spencer's Gifts at Lindale Mall.
Really? That's disappointing.
That is really
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad.
Because I know some of our haunters
Says
for
that in
props will go to Spirit
I'm kind of
and
sad.
get a prop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a great place to just sort of,
Just pop
hey, I
by.
need something to drink. Let's go to the Casey's, grab whatever.
Yeah, for
I need a prop.
haunters. Yeah, usually first night, like MJ did it last year. First night, he's like, hey, I need a prop. Mine busted last season.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, right before we go down to the haunt, let's pop by not Spencer's.
Well, now,
Now
this year
Spencer's.
it's bought by Spencer's, which who knows what kind of stock they're going to have, if
Yeah.
anything, because, they've got all their T-shirts and backpacks and porn junk, and
Yeah.
how are they going to fit Spirit Halloween into that
And
store?
Especially in
ours
that
is
tiny store.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super tiny. Super tiny.
So tiny.
So, anyway, I want to see all the new. They're supposed to be getting a whole bunch of the Halloween news or Halloween Daily News, where I've been getting the news lately. Chock full of spirits getting this new animatronic. Check it out.
Yes, they have a shorty.
But we're not going to
We're
get
not getting it.
that unless we want to take the 20-mile drive to Iowa City.
I mean, I'd do it.
I mean,
told.
I probably will.
I told
30-minute
Dad.
drive? Like, come on.
Should we
not
just
that bad. Not that bad.
carpool and head on down there and wander through Spirit some night?
Might
Yeah.
as well.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
make a show out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Road tripping
Road trip.
with
But-
Rotten Flesh Radio.
Why not?
To Spirit Halloween, we shouldn't have to, but if that's what it takes, then so be
We'll
it.
do it. Yeah, because Dad tagged me in the Shorty animatronic. And I'm like, how cool would it be, since Dragon's Lair will be out at COA? How cool would it be for our like welcome sign? It's just Shorty, the clown.
Oh,
you know?
Shorty from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Exactly. That would be so cool.
I think we're gonna eventually have to change our drinking game from that one movie to Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because we'll find a way to make it happen.
We'll find a way.
No, it's that, but that one's a good one. That one's like a good classic.
Is that one of
That's a
those
good
that you
one.
watch every season, though?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
You could
Like from The
literally watch it
Exorcist?
over and over and over and over and over.
And it's still good.
And it's still, or, maybe after like 8, 9 times in a row, like it.
Well, not in a row.
I don't know. Halloween for me, I could watch it every Halloween. Period.
I mean,
Yeah.
Saw series, man. I'll talk about it all the time.
Everybody's got their series.
That's
Yep.
right.
And speaking of series, Halloween Kills is the next installment of the Michael Myers, mostly Michael Myers franchise.
Bing.
Wait.
In
Season of the Witch.
I'm glad you guys picked up on that. That was awesome. Well done.
Aha. We share one brain cell.
Hunters have one brain cell, and it's all shared by everybody in the same haunt.
That's right.
We're a hive mind.
Oh, God.
Just kidding. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Now, okay, so does that hive mind exist on October 15th when Halloween Kills is released? Because, and I say this because, Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dude, I just got chills.
I'm so excited.
Ready? Ready, though?
Uh-huh.
So I'm a movie buff, and so I'm on top of all
It gets better?
this. No, it gets worse.
What?
Venom was supposed to open in September,
Yeah?
but because of Delta variant, they pushed it 3 weeks.
You're kidding.
Tell me what date that lands on.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both opening right now the same exact day.
Oh,
No.
my God.
You do not make us choose.
No.
Like, I am irate about
You
this.
can't make us choose between horror and Marvel. You know?
Horror Marvel.
In horror Marvel.
Like, this is horrific Marvel meaty. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm going to both.
Yep. 100%.
But
I'm buying
I can't
two
do
tickets.
2 movies in one day.
But
I
I've
just
done
don't
it
have
before.
that.
You could do it.
You could definitely do it.
If you cut out an entire day for yourself, you could do it.
You could
That
do
means
it.
taking a day off.
Yeah.
Yes.
But really, in a perfect world, I think I'd like to see Halloween Kills move up. Maybe take that September spot that was vacated by Venom.
Yeah.
Because you don't do that, dude.
Yeah.
Can't do
no,
that
is
to
true.
a horror person.
So, anyway, I thought that was news.
Man.
Yeah.
That's some.
Looks like I'm
that's,
seeing 2 movies in one day.
That's a absolute bomb drop.
On
Yeah.
a day that we have to go to the haunt that night. So
Oh,
if you,
God.
we'd have to go like Sunday or something.
Yeah.
That is true. Oh,
Ooh.
should I add that to the haunt tour?
What? A double feature of
Well, no,
Venom
not a
and-
double feature, but like
Either or.
I don't think we've ever really done that before. I know we've
we
gone
saw
to.
Pet Cemetery.
That is true. But you know what? I might add that to the haunt tour.
Hey.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Something to discuss.
Awesome.
In the meantime, more news from Halloween Kills. For every haunt that has a Michael Myers that's wandering around their haunt,
Hey.
you can purchase the official movie mask.
Bet that's a pretty penny.
Trick or Treat Studios has released the official mask from the upcoming movie. MSRP, though, is only $69.99, which
$70.
That's not too bad. Never mind.
awful. I mean,
$70, man.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
if
No.
you've already got the jumpsuit,
Then
Oh, yeah.
you're golden.
yeah, $70. Yeah,
Easy.
for the
That's
officially
nothing for
licensed.
haunters.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I will say my favorite thing about the new mask is the charring.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful mask. Yeah.
So goddamn beautiful.
But, you know, not every haunt has a Michael Myers in it.
No.
Because you don't
No.
want to go...
Ours doesn't.
There's so many haunts like us that don't want to go tropey, so we don't
Yeah.
actually have a chainsaw.
No, we don't do traditional stuff.
Although let's be honest. I think we should start bringing some of that back.
You want a chainsaw at COA? Forest specifically? He's
We
giving
had
us
one.
the smile.
Frightmare Forest back in the day. Kevin Coppice.
But who
I'm
would
talking
wield
about
that?
you.
You know? It needs to be someone that's responsible, but also scary and knows what they're doing.
But that's
You
not
put
really-
your hand down. You already got the horn.
You have your role.
You got the horn.
But maybe I want a chainsaw too. You know what? How about this? I'll make a Gears of War style horn. All right? It'll have
Oh
a
my
horn on the
God.
top, and then on the bottom it'll have the chainsaw. So then I can just be like, "Bwomp."
But would that get too much, though?
Not if you're Bobo.
Not if you're Bobo.
Just
I
saying.
don't know.
Just saying.
It's crunch time. Get
saying.
working.
So we're going to go back to 1988. Were either of you born?
Dan, does it look like
Does it
either
look
of
like-
us were born at that time?
1988 is
I'm the
when
youngest one here.
Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, was released.
Mm-hmm.
And since Halloween 3 wasn't exactly
Season of the Witch.
Season of the
received very well at the time by the audience,
True.
Universal Horror Nights is bringing back their Halloween 4 maze for this year's upcoming Halloween Horror Nights.
In Hollywood, right?
I believe so. Yep.
Yes, because Orlando had that in 2018.
Yeah, the news release on Halloween Daily News said that they're bringing it back. So this
Yes.
is something that they've done before.
Yeah,
Do you approve being the fan that you are?
I do. Because it's kind of weird with Horror Nights where there's the Orlando Horror Nights and then there is Hollywood. And they are completely different from each other. Like, they'll have some of the houses alike, but even with the houses, like for example, they had, House of a Thousand Corpses. They both had that one year. That was 2019, but their houses were completely different from one another. Even though they had the same theme, it was completely different.
Really?
Yes.
So how do you do House of a Thousand Corpses two different ways? Do you have the house for one of them, and then the underground bit with Dr. Satan and everything for a different house?
Like in Orlando's, it took you through the movie beginning through the end.
Okay.
Where Hollywood, they kind of jumped from scene to scene.
Oh, so
So-
almost like a classic haunted house.
Yeah.
Where like your scenes, they tell a story, but the story is kind of
Its own section.
the story's its own section.
This is this scene, but that's that scene, and they may not
Yeah.
seamlessly run from one to the next. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm biased because I go to Orlando every year. But I like Orlando's where it is run very smoothly, beginning to end, where I don't know. I know why they do it, but then again, I don't. But in Hollywood, they'll have just a black hallway dividing the scenes up. Yeah,
Is that for the wussy people that just need a break?
probably,
Like, we
because
need
it
a
is
breather.
intense. I'm not going to lie.
So another thing that they've announced at the time of the announcement of the Halloween 4 maze coming back. Let me read my notes because this got very, very specific. Like sounded very much like a radio commercial what I was reading.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
They've also announced an attraction titled Terror Tram, the ultimate purge.
Yes.
It's every man and woman for themselves as masked and costumed marauders are out to ambush anyone outside during purge hours.
Yes.
So climb aboard the Terror Tram at your own risk. Because once you get off the tram, it's no rules, no laws, no escape.
That sounds so cool.
I know, I stumbled my way through
man.
that. But this was so like
that's what I wish they had in
worded.
Orlando. The terror trains or trams, because they don't have that in Orlando, but they have it in Hollywood, and it's themed each year. And they take you in like this little bus to that's themed. There's scare
So is it like a
actors in
little
the
bus that can go wherever you want, or is it like a train that's stuck on rails?
It's like a bus, but it goes to one place and then another.
Okay.
And they take you to like a scare zone, basically. And looks like that one's gonna be themed Purge, which is awesome. I love the Purge.
I mean,
I love the first one. The first movie, yeah. But there's so much of that concept that is so explorable.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
honest.
gotta see the new one.
With the Purge, the first movie
Do you think
of that
it's
series,
repetitive?
perfect.
Yeah.
Second one,
Yeah.
still
Ooh.
very good.
What was it? Election year?
No, I think that was the third.
Third one, I believe, was
yes.
election year, and that's when they started to lose me.
That's
I
where
liked election year.
I think it lost a lot of people, and then I'll be honest, where I got off the bus.
Aha!
off the tram.
The tram.
Wait, what does it say here? Out to ambush anyone outside during purge hours.
Everything's legal for 12 continuous hours.
Because once you get off the tram, it's no.
No, where I got off of the Purge tram was when they came out with the TV series.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah,
watched
that one.
any of it.
When they came out with the TV series,
Isn't
that's
it
when
on Hulu?
I knew. That's when I
Yeah.
knew I was like, we're done.
Yeah, I like the movies, the TV series.
The
it
first one, the
wasn't
second
that
one,
good.
like I said, beautiful. But
Yeah.
the
When they
third
got
one
to
was like,
election year-
okay, I've seen it, I watched it. I believe there's also a fourth, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
there's
There's
a-
a
That's recent.
fourth.
That's the newest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purge Forever?
Yeah, the
Something like
Forever
that?
Purge.
Forever Purge.
Yep,
Yeah.
where people are like, look, it may not be purged, but we don't care. We're going to take you out anyway.
Yeah.
Where they
and-
like corrupt the system
Right.
after election year.
Yeah, haven't seen that one, to be honest.
You haven't seen
I mean,
election year? It's
No,
I've seen Election Year. I haven't
Forever
seen the
Purge.
Forever Purge.
Oh, I
That's
haven't
pretty
either.
new. That was
That's
just
new.
in theaters this last month. Yeah.
So, but other than that, I mean, I've hopped off.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I
I
gotta
still
see this new
appreciate all those the series.
It makes you think, like, what if we had a purge?
What would I do?
Wow.
Would I hide in my house?
I
or
think-
would I want to go out and murder that jagaloon that made that stupid face at the baseball game last night?
Yeah.
Just
Man.
because.
It makes you think. It really does.
Really
like, what
does
would
make
you do in that situation?
It would be a true definition of your character.
It would.
You know, your literal character, not your
Not
haunt
your haunt character.
character. But you could act as your haunt character.
Exactly.
I can do this for
I know
real.
Charlotte would want to go out on the streets that night.
Anya, I'm not Anya.
Anya, what are you doing? I'm Charlotte.
Get it right.
Hang on.
Hang on. All right, we're going
Charlotte.
inside.
This is Bobo.
What are you doing?
Quit it.
Like, ah, shoot.
Put the cob
Put the cob down.
Put the cob down. I have the horn.
Like, oh, shoot.
Oh my god.
Put it down.
So, last but not least, finally, and no, it's not our last news story. Our last news story is going to Midnight Syndicate.
That's
Oh
right.
yes.
But today, independent Halloween horror film Bad Candy released a trailer and a poster today.
Bad Candy.
It stars Zach Galligan. Do you know that name?
Yes.
It sounds familiar. I am
He
really
was here
bad
in
with
Cedar
names.
Rapids a few years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Zach,
Yeah.
No one comes
Zach
to Cedar
Galligan.
Rapids.
That's no. I'm thinking of Zach
Zach Galifianakis, Two
Galifianakis.
Ferns. No, this
Yeah,
is Zach
no.
Galligan. He was the main character in Gremlins. He was
Oh.
here at our local Comic-Con one year signing autographs.
Oh.
He was grumpy all day
Oh.
because nobody wanted his. But anyway, he's in this movie called Bad Candy with another Iowa connection.
Ooh.
I'm not a fan, so let me read
You're
this
not
off
a
my
fan.
notes. Slipknot frontman Corey Taylor.
Really? Yo!
Thank you.
That was in stereo for me, and that was amazing.
Wow.
So starring Zach Galligan, Slipknot frontman Corey Taylor, and Derek Russo.
Now
Bad
I'm
Candy
excited.
Hits theaters on September 10th, and only about a week or two later,
September 10th?
September 10th.
September-
Oh yeah, that's
that
around
is
the corner. But it's an
soon.
independent film.
That's okay.
That's totally. I'll watch
Ditto. Speaking of Slipknot, I am going to see them
At Knott's Fest, right?
Yep, Knot Fest.
Not fast.
Here in Iowa, I'm going to that.
Man.
And then
But
the
for
other
those
thing-
that don't know, Slipknot has an Iowa connection. They were born.
They were
just
born
north
in-
of
a lot of
town.
them. Yeah.
About an hour here.
and
About an
Des
hour north of
Moines.
In Des
A lot of
Moines.
them were from the
Waterloo,
Des Moines
right?
area, and specifically Waterloo. Yes.
Okay.
Right here in Iowa.
Right here, Iowa.
In Buckbutt nowhere.
But man, that Field of Dreams baseball game that happened last week,
I heard about it.
that brought Iowa right to the forefront, and now I think people have a whole new appreciation
People know
for
who we
Iowa.
are now.
We're not
My-
just people creeping in the
Our
corn.
friend was there.
I know she was. She had a blast.
Yes.
She went with her dad. That was a beautiful
Yep.
thing.
Yes.
Dyersville, Iowa, which I believe is just a quick little hop over from
A
Waterloo.
hop, skip, and jump away.
Yeah.
Here's Corey Taylor without a mask.
Yeah.
Goes in, then
Yeah.
Bad Candy opens up on September
Man,
10th.
that's exciting.
Hell yeah. And actually, speaking of Slipknot, and this is definitely horror related.
Yes.
Distortions Unlimited. For those
Oh,
that do
yeah.
not know, Distortions Unlimited, they have a mask that one of the former Slipknot members used.
Really?
Yes. For those that know of Slipknot, Chris Fenn, some may call it a dick nose, but
I can picture it now.
Yep.
very long nose.
You'll know it.
Really? out
You'll know exactly when you
Even
see
if you're
it.
not a Slipknot fan, if
be
you've
like,
seen
yeah.
pictures of the band, you
If
know what
you've
what he's
seen-
talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
But
Man.
that was part of.
Imagine making a character with one of Slipknot's masks. That would be something.
That's massive marketing right there.
Yeah. You're like, hey, guess
See
what?
my brain is at.
Well, okay. I promise this is the last thing about Slipknot. Clown.
Yeah, because we've got
Yes.
3 minutes until this
Clown.
segment's gotta end.
He actually did a whole series, like a horror. He's super into the horror films, all sorts of fun stuff.
Well, if you see any of their like music videos,
Yeah, they're really
you can
creepy.
tell.
He also directs a lot of their music videos, but he did a series of his clown masks that he created it how he felt that day, and a lot
Ooh.
of them are terrifying.
Oh, that's
God.
disturbing.
Yes, so
Somebody get this man a counselor.
cool
Therapy
dude, though.
isn't
Cool dude.
free,
Got to
but I
meet him.
know some places that are cheap.
Yeah, I got to meet him. He's actually a really cool guy. He's short, but he's cool.
Okay.
Why is that a stereotype that short people are mean? You know, he's
not
short,
mean.
but he's cool.
No, he's short, but he's cool.
You said you were short earlier when we were in the car.
I'm average.
Does that make you cool or?
I'm
It makes me
average.
not cool because
I don't know. But Dan, you were telling us that Midnight
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 Syndicate has
Syndicate.
news.
they do.
So not only are they, you remember last episode we brought up the fact that they're releasing an album that actually comes out, I
Bloodlines.
believe, this coming
Bloodlines.
Friday as we're recording this episode. So
Ooh.
by the time you're listening to this episode, you can go buy it.
Yes.
But
Bloodlines.
if you want to hear
Midnight
that
Syndicate.
music live, you can have that opportunity this fall. Midnight Syndicate Live is returning to Cedar Point for Halloween's 2021.
Wow.
Cedar Point
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point is a theme park in Sandusky, Ohio.
Sandusky.
And so for those of you that know, Midnight Syndicate is from Ohio.
Mhm.
And so this is practically in their backyard. And so, up until the pandemic, Cedar Point was their home for their live shows. And they would do them on the weekends, like when we haunt every Friday, every Saturday. They would do this show live at
Yeah.
Cedar Point. So they are
Man.
back on track to do those shows
That's
this
awesome.
coming fall. If you want to find out more, if you want to buy a copy of Bloodlines, just check out Midnight Syndicate. Google Midnight Syndicate or Halloweekends is what they call it at Cedar Point.
Oh,
Man.
Halloweekends.
Halloweekends.
That's
and
exciting.
Midnight Syndicate, and you can buy Bloodlines. You can get tickets to their live show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean,
If we weren't in Iowa.
yeah. If only we weren't in Iowa.
That's
And
a
we're not
haul,
hunters.
but we could do it.
Oh yeah. It would be like a weekend thing.
We'd have to
Yeah.
be like retired from the haunt,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
so that we
No.
could take an entire weekend and a nice long weekend. Take the trip to Sandusky.
Very long.
Maybe hit some roller coasters while they're there.
That would be
I would
fun.
assume that they've got the roller coasters still running while Halloweekends is going on.
They have to.
Yeah.
Man.
Man.
And then see Ed and Gavin behind the scenes. We could get the VIP tour.
Oh my goodness.
As much as we talk about Midnight Syndicate on
That's
this show.
Well,
right.
and as you always say, they created, they've
That's
got
right.
great music.
Oh yeah.
You're listening
Well,
to it right now.
Well, maybe
Maybe.
maybe-
you heard it at the
you
beginning
hear it in the beginning.
of the show.
Yes.
That beat that just gets me going every time.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but if you don't listen to the beginning of our show and just kind of like,
Groove to that.
Man.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
it's a great time.
That's
Well,
our 3
You know what else is a great time?
news.
No.
No.
Well, yeah, news was a great time.
It was a great
But
time.
break time's nice.
Break
So
time
we're going
is
to take
nice
a break
too.
right now, and we're going to come back with the meaty part of our episode.
Ooh.
Meat.
We'll be right
Meat.
back.
Sorry to the vegetarians.
I'm pescatarian. Don't say that. It's awful.
What?
I got the clap.
I didn't.
And I'm
Man.
losing my light. So for today's main topic, I want us to have a free and open discussion.
Ooh, TED Talk time.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah. About the pros and cons of paid haunters
And
versus
volunteer.
volunteer
Ooh.
haunters.
And we now have experience with both.
Circle
I
of
mean-
Ash
I mean,
has
kinda.
the
We haven't
luxury-
started our season.
No, we haven't, but I think that's going to give us a unique perspective in this discussion.
Yeah.
Because we're about to
Paid.
we're about to transition from volunteer haunters to paid haunters.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, we won't say what we're going to potentially make, because
No.
to a certain extent, we don't even know yet. We have a
Yeah.
general idea.
But
But
we
if
don't
we
know
have a
exact.
massively successful season, there's the possibility of bonuses,
Yes.
which that's a topic of discussion on its own,
Mm-hmm.
because that can provide incentive to be there every night.
Yeah. Man.
Topher's got a thought,
But this
What
is
you
my
thinking?
first thought.
because you've been, what, a volunteer
For
for
8
Going on
years.
7 going on 8 years. Being a volunteer for so long.
Yeah. It's
You-
weird to transition. Think about it that way.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Because I've just done this out of
passion.
passion and joy.
Yeah.
And
It really shows, too. Especially with volunteers.
exactly.
I think
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. Because if you're paid, it's like, oh, this is my job. But volunteers, it's like, no, I'm here because I like to be here.
But on the other side of that coin, I'm getting paid.
And
My
we
ass
like
is
it.
going to get fired if I suck.
True.
So I better step it up.
That's true. It really brings out the most in you.
I think both ways can.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is, at least my fear is,
Of the paycheck?
yes,
Well, yeah.
is I'm going to lose the passion.
Yeah? You think so?
Do you think that?
No,
okay.
no, passion isn't the word. Passion really isn't the word. I think it'll be the
Motivation.
yes,
Yeah?
the motivation and the drive
To actually
like, to-
scare.
to keep
going.
keep going and keep scaring for me, because it's just been out of pure
Enjoyment.
enjoyment, and then now understanding that this is now my job.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily under the impression that you're going to change your attitude, because once you get into character,
Once we're in it,
yeah.
Like,
Whereas somebody
we're in
else
it.
that's now new, that's
Yeah.
been enticed by a paycheck, that's going to come in and do a job, they're going to be held to a level of accountability
yeah,
that the three of us have never understood in our lives as haunters.
that's
And
true.
is that level of accountability going to create a drive within them?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how, for those that have a high drive, a high motivation because of the paycheck situation, like how are they going to equate to those of us that have just done it out of pure passion? Are they going to like
Can you
leaps and
see
bounds?
the difference?
Are
you
they
know?
going to equate to us? Are they?
Yeah.
Are we still going to be badasses compared to them?
I don't know. I mean, I sure hope so.
I'm
Well,
pretty.
yeah, that's the hope of the
Yeah.
paycheck, right?
yeah.
I mean, no matter what, I mean, for the ones that were there during, the volunteer time, we received some sort of benefit from
Yeah.
coming out, right? We got free food. We got
we got
technically-
Casey's gift cards.
and we got home cooked meals,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Home cooked meals at the beginning of the night, and the end
Yep.
of the night, we got $10 to pay for our gas, because for most of us, it's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah,
It is.
I mean, from Hiawatha to Central City,
It's a 30-minute drive.
roughly.
From
Yeah.
my house, it's 40 minutes away.
Now, granted, the price of gas a year ago was significantly less than it is now. Not getting political, but this year is a little bit more a financial investment.
Yes, it is.
So the paycheck is going to help
gonna help.
balance that out.
My other thing is I'm interested to see what other talents this would have brought in.
yeah.
And that's me looking at the flip side of the coin of okay, what talents is this going to bring in?
A new
Maybe
sort
that-
of talent, or is this going to bring in actor level people that have been mired in pandemic related what, for lack of a better term, furlough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actors that simply have not been able to act. This is their one and only opportunity this coming
is it.
fall. The paycheck is an incentive. We're also going to be getting people of a certain caliber because they are by nature actors.
Yeah.
Bugs.
I mean, I kind of hope so.
That was legit.
Yeah.
You didn't even act that.
No. Also, again, on the flip side of things, it'd be interesting to see what kind of other talents, other acting experiences that people may
Yeah.
have.
Are there going to be people coming in for the first time that are better than us?
Ooh.
In my opinion, maybe.
Maybe.
They've just been waiting for us to announce that we're paying.
My other thought is no. Is that the
They're too good
mean-
for a haunted attraction.
is that me being a little self-centered and
No.
maybe a little
No.
egotistical?
Because I think
Sure.
acting, like in theaters or plays, is it's completely different to haunting.
Yeah.
Our kind of acting. Completely different.
But could you okay, now set aside the theater actor.
Yes.
Let's bring up the improv comedian.
I was just about to say that.
Improv.
Because what we do is
It's
very
improv.
So
100%.
improvisational.
one of our previous
Chad.
owners,
Chad.
previous owners,
Yes.
also
Chad
Mark,
Canfield.
or
Is
Mark
it?
Fuller.
Mm-hmm.
Mark put it a very, very good way, and maybe Mark heard this from Chad
It's
himself.
very possible. Yeah, and they know each other.
And he told me the way that he really describes the way that we act is you are putting on a anywhere from 2 second to 60-second improv
Show.
show
Yes.
multiple times a night.
That's true.
So you are
That's
putting
really true.
you're putting on an improv show every
minute.
every minute.
2 minutes.
Yeah,
It really depends.
It really depends on how fast you're pushing groups, right? And
30 seconds
and you're with
sometimes.
you're with that group for anywhere from 2 to 60 seconds.
And sometimes
60 seconds is really long to especially be with a group.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then what happens when you get a 60-second group is you got a group right behind them where you got to turn that into a 2-second group and still find a way to make an impact.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, oh crap, there's another group right behind you, and I spent too much time with you because numerous
And timing
factors.
is
You're moving
everything, too.
slowly, or you were a massive group, and you are absolutely right. Timing is everything.
Timing is so important.
And timing is impacted by various factors within the haunt.
That's right.
For me, my mask was on top of my head. So the entire time at the haunt, and here's where video actually makes an impact on my mask is here so that I
Yes.
look like I have no neck, and it impacts the way that I look.
Yeah.
But my eyes are looking down. All I ever see on an
their
average night is their feet. And so my style of scaring is defined by the behavior of their feet.
Yes.
So
The stagger.
the
or
stagger,
the fall
or the running back,
sometimes.
or the fall, or the running away.
Yep.
And so there's so many different factors that one needs to be mindful of, and those factors you have to think and act upon those.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's
has to be
crazy because
instinctually.
we all have different ways of scaring. Like, you scare different from me, you scare different from me and Chris, and I scare different from you two.
but actors on Broadway, they do the same thing. They hit the same notes. They say the same words time and time and time again, and we are definitely not that.
No.
So are we going to get Broadway actors that want to do the same thing over and over again, or are we going to get are
The
paychecks
improv.
going to entice?
I really hope that the paychecks will entice a specific group that we as the haunt actors, especially in our area, have been trying to reach out to.
Yes.
Just haven't been able to grab them. Haven't been able
we
to
haven't been
actually
a-
set
Able to
that
grab-
hook.
We've been going, hey,
Come
Come
here.
on.
And they're
Like-
like, ooh.
they're like,
That's a 30-minute drive for what? A $10 gift card to the gas station
A specific gas station.
a very specific gas station
that I don't shop at.
But like, I think hopefully it'll
Sponsor.
bring in that.
Casey's.
Oh,
They are a sponsor.
They are a sponsor.
I forgot.
I don't shop there.
Ah!
Oh no.
shame on you.
But my
Yeah.
logo is going to be in front of every single one of the cases in the entire county.
Mm-hmm.
But that enticement. Do you
Also
think
in
That's
other
always
counties, too.
exciting.
we get the Bradens of the group that show up for 2 nights, and then
Yes.
that's it. But we're open for 12 or
Yes.
more.
And they're
So now is
also
Braden
really
going to be enticed to be there for 12?
I hope so. That's what I'm hoping, because with volunteers, you never know who's gonna come out that night
You never know what you're gonna get.
until
true.
it's
true.
go time.
Hunters are like a box of chocolates.
Like last year,
Uh,
what was it? Beginning of the season, we were
packed.
packed.
And those first 2
Packed.
weekends, the weather was absolutely gorgeous. It was
yes,
warm. You didn't have the elements to work against.
exactly.
Does the paycheck now make the elements tolerable?
I think
honestly-
so. But
I don't care that it's sleeting. I'm getting X dollars out of this.
and then that one night where we had like no one, and me and Devin were working 8 sections in Circle of Ash, the house. I mean, it was fun, but
remember that
it
night.
was
But that's a
so
memorable
tiring.
night. And so now a paycheck for other people is going to take that experience away from
For
you.
me. I mean, I'll be there no matter what. I'll be running around the house no matter what.
Now, as a person that's been there for longer, I really hope that this is actually going to solve our problem of
Low
staffing.
staff. Yes, I hope so.
Low staff nights.
Yes.
Because
Yep. Of
It's
course, that's
so-
got to be. That's obviously the biggest benefit of a paycheck.
Yeah. The
Absolutely.
staffing.
You know, show up, you get your paycheck.
Exactly.
You don't show up,
You don't.
you don't get your paycheck.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
and then accountability.
Accountability.
If you suck, we're not going to want you back.
Exactly.
Or if you're breaking the rules. Like last year, we had an individual that during COVID was getting right up in people's faces. The rule
Yes.
was, look, dude, 6 feet.
6
Well,
feet?
and you know, for Sacco's Funhouse, it's harder.
That's difficult.
Right.
Very difficult.
Right.
But you know, we could still deliver an effective scare.
Right.
Yes.
And so now we're able to say, these are the rules. You don't want to follow the rules. We're not going to ask you to come back to make your X dollars.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Meh.
So then we
Last
don't
year
have to-
was kind of difficult for us.
It really was.
Yeah. I mean, we
but-
made it work though.
Well, yeah, because we're improv artists.
Exactly. We had to wear a mask. There was certain things we couldn't do.
The mask
Bobo
kept me
couldn't
warm.
do.
Yeah.
Bobo couldn't do a lot of the things that he normally does.
You couldn't zip tie people.
I couldn't zip tie people. See, and going back to what Anya was saying,
I used to get so close to people where I would like boop their nose with my nose.
I
Really?
That close. Yeah.
And so I interacted with a haunter last year that did almost that.
Mhm.
With the understanding that was unacceptable
Mhm.
under the circumstances
You really
that
have
we
to
were
read
in.
people. I don't do it to everyone
see, but
because you have to
that-
read people.
Well, yeah, of course, but that's part of that improv talent that
Yeah.
you have.
You have to read the room.
The other thing is like that is another way that Bobo scares. Is
Yeah.
Bobo closes that gap.
Exactly.
He closes the gap.
Make it personal.
You break that personal bubble.
There,
Discomfort comes along with horror.
Yes.
and it does. And you know, it's the same thing as if you were to blow up a balloon. You know, and,
Yeah.
and this, you know, we're kind of getting off on a tangent here, but that's okay because it's part of how to deliver an effective scare.
Or how
Right.
not to.
Yeah,
Or how not to.
even how not to as well. I mean, I compound a couple ways to deliver an effective scare.
Mhm.
Number one being I close that personal gap.
Yeah.
Number two,
You create discomfort.
suspense.
Suspense
What's he-
is a big
Now
thing.
that he's broken my bubble, what is he going to do with that?
Yeah. Sometimes if you
I
get real close and just don't say anything.
I
All it takes-
Woohoo! All it
see,
takes.
but I start the scare from a distance, right?
Yes.
I build that suspense already because I'm already at a distance just staring
Or like
at
me,
you.
as
Yeah.
a scarecrow, among other scarecrows, is one of these a real person?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yes.
this clown a dude, or is this clown what's this,
A mannequin.
Yeah, and then
Right.
What is this?
and then as I
People, when
close
they're
that
scared,
gap
are dumb.
or dumb,
To put it
Drop that mic.
frankly, we all know this.
that is true.
They'll come up to you and be like, "Oh my God, is this person real or not?"
But you're like, wait a
Dumb!
minute, let me strip all this off. They'll still be scared.
Yeah.
I turned on The Voice one day, a month after the haunt was over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went through Frightmare Forest. We probably saw your character, and I went, wait,
This character.
and they went, oh my God.
Oh
I'm like,
God.
seriously? All
Hold
it took was
on.
The Voice?
All
Oh my God.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys put it plainly. I mean, you know, being able to just deliver that effective scare is going to be able to really
It's a
determine.
big thing if they are gonna stay or if they're gonna go.
Yeah, and
Because if you can't scare, why are you at a haunted house? You know?
you know that puts a lot of pressure on myself because I am one of the training managers.
Yeah.
Because I am going to be going
It's
through the haunts.
Always
Going-
scary for us to train people. Like I trained Cordy. Did
Okay.
you know that?
Okay. No, I did not know
yeah,
that.
I trained Cordy her first night.
Oh my God.
When she was in Dolls, Chelsea was like, "Hey, Cordy's gonna be in Dolls, so make sure she knows her stuff." And I was like, "Oh God,
You're the one to blame for all of this.
sorry."
She is
and then-
absolutely transformed
Yeah,
as a young person right now because of this haunt.
yeah,
Now, her incentive is not The paycheck is just a bonus.
Yeah, that's
But for
really what
her-
it is for us, because, you know, we've been
Yeah,
doing
and-
this.
That passion versus paycheck. Passion versus paycheck.
I believe
I'm still
that,
so very torn.
I believe for us, since, you know, we've been doing this for so long, we haven't been getting paid, it's just an extra thing.
It'll
But
be
we're still
interesting
going to be...
to ask somebody where this isn't an extra thing for them.
Yeah,
Hey, you came out here because you were enticed by a paycheck.
yeah,
Tell us about your experience.
yeah.
Like, what do you feel in your heart? Do you feel a passion for this? Or at the end of the day,
Or
do you go
is
home and
it,
go,
eh,
oh, God, I got to get up for work again tomorrow?
Well,
it's like, I'm sore, my voice hurts.
Yeah.
Do I want to do this?
I was gonna say, for a lot of us, I mean, we do it every year.
Every
You know,
year.
we
2 nights a weekend.
two nights a weekend. We wake up, we
And
go to
we're
work,
excited.
and then we leave directly
From
from
work.
work. We don't
Yeah.
go home.
No, we bring our stuff to work.
Your
Most of the
corn
time-
cob
It is in my car
is in
right
your
now.
car.
Bobo's costume actually is in the back of my car.
Same with my jacket. Yeah.
Like Bobo, I could go get Bobo out of the back of my car and put it on.
Yeah.
Now, obviously minus the makeup, but like,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's there. It's ready.
For me, my voice is what I rely on the most. And so
Man.
when I wake up on a Saturday morning
Mm-hmm.
after
and you're like,
haunting all
oh
night
God.
Friday, my voice sounds amazing on Saturday
Right?
morning. And I'm going,
love that.
I am so much more ready for tonight than I was for last
like,
night.
Charlotte's going to sound awesome tonight.
Bingo. Yep.
Yes.
And so I wake up with that distorted voice, and it's
It's like, so it's going to be easier to get into character tonight.
But is the paycheck going to create employees that are just employees?
Yeah. Like, are they going to be excited for a haunt night like how we're excited for a haunt night? Or...
In the middle of July, are these people going to go, God, I miss the haunt?
Right? I really hope so.
You know, and my big thing is, just like many of us, the haunt has become a family.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and we talk
100%.
about it. We talk about it every year at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We are a family.
Yeah.
And
We're the
I hope
assholes.
the assholes, yes.
Yeah.
You know, but I really hope that at the end of those nights that those guys realize, or at the end of the season even, they realize like, hey, you know, we're just a bunch of outcasts and weirdos, and
I want
you know,
those people to go, why the hell didn't I do this years ago?
Yes.
exactly,
You
and
didn't
realize
get paid years ago?
and
Screw
realize,
that. I'm
like-
okay with that.
Mhm.
realize that moment of, holy sh-
I just did that.
I just did that with these crazy group of people that I would probably have never talked to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, we see these people, like, majority of them, for 2 months out of the year,
Yeah.
if that. And, like, first night that we're back, we
Yeah.
It's
pick up,
hugs.
we pick up
Right away.
right
where we
ended.
left off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
Like with Alex, sepsis, stepsis,
Stepsis.
Pepsi. That's exactly how it is.
And I'm hoping that a lot of these people at the end of the season that were there enticed by the paycheck will go, I didn't even, the money's great, but damn, I'd have done this without that paycheck years ago.
Exactly.
So this,
Had I just known about.
there was a point where, like, you know, Chelsea handing out her gift cards and whatnot. I just looked at her and I went, no, it's fine.
I
Like,
never
was
take
like,
the gift
"No,
cards.
It's fine. I'm
Never.
fine."
And then if
And
she
she-
forces it on me, I give it to my brother.
You know what she did? She one night I would just disappear. I would just straight up disappear.
Where's
And then-
Topher? I want to give him his gift card. Oh,
And then
he's
His
gone.
card
and
is
then I
gone.
remember one night she comes up to me and she just goes, here.
Take
She
the gift
stuffs
card.
them down into
But
my suit.
It's like
and
that
it's like-
grandmother that gives you a bag of cookies before you leave the house, right?
Yes.
She feels like she
She needs to.
it's just an inner need that's created by that familial relationship that we have.
And, it's just a
Chelsea
giant
is our
family.
haunt mom.
Yeah.
Mama Firefly.
Mama Firefly.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. And she makes it clear that that's what that's what her role is.
Mm-hmm.
She's
She is
proud of that
mom.
role, and she desperately wants to fulfill that role.
Yeah.
And she has.
Yeah.
Is.
Yep, she is.
She makes me.
Currently.
This was my first year back after 20 years, and I was right there, the new old member of the family,
Yes.
and I miss you guys when you're not here.
The long lost brother.
Yes.
So I didn't know how to break that down, so I figured
So
four would be good
okay.
enough.
Thank you. The acne reminds me of the fact that I'm still young. Thank you very much, guys.
Yes.
Well, 20 years. I mean,
20 years.
I mean, that's one more year.
I was going to say, hold on.
One more year that
Yeah.
Anya is older.
Yeah, but you're
One.
part of this. Like
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
passing the torch over and over again. But the
Yes.
The horn.
Just
The horn-
because I'm passing the horn doesn't mean I'm out of the family.
No.
I'm
No.
right there.
Oh.
We had a good debate. That was
We
awesome.
could still talk more about it.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
We'll keep. We would keep rolling if
And
we
I
could.
think
But
it's a discussion that will will
Forever.
evolve over time, because then at some point soon we're going to experience these people that came
Yeah.
as they were enticed by a paycheck.
And then
Absolutely.
we can talk about that during our season.
We'll kind of have a reflection after our season
Yeah.
and say, these were the positives, these were the negatives that we experienced.
Yeah.
I'm
These
sure
were the dialogues that occurred during the
Exactly.
season and after the season.
Yeah.
there's a couple people that I know that have applied that I'm pretty sure would be interested in maybe jumping on and just being able to chit chat about some of those things.
It
I
would
know
be neat
people
to-
that have been
yeah.
with the haunt forever that went, hey, Devin.
Devin, get back from Colorado.
Honestly, geez, I texted him. I was like, hey, we're 8 hours away from kidnapping you. He's like, you're on your way to Colorado right now? I'm like, I wish. He's like, dang.
But that's the kind of we do because we are
a
family.
Absolutely.
And so from this family, we're going to keep it pretty tight tonight because we're at time. But
Man.
from the haunt family to a podcast family, because we're really the same people, and
Yeah.
to our audience who can very quickly and easily become our family,
Yes.
we want to thank you for listening, for watching,
Wow.
however you enjoy Rotten Flesh Radio. And Dan, you guys all know me.
I'm
To my
Topher.
left,
And I'm Anya.
back for a third episode.
Back again.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
We'll see you again in 2 weeks in the middle of even more crunch time at
Yes.
Circle of Ash.
Oh, God.
I'm sure I'll still be sunburnt.
Look at that. That's so... people wearing headphones, I'm so sorry. Just killed them.
On that note, they can't hear us saying goodbye anyway. For those that are still
Oh,
listening,
yes.
where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, WRXTofu, on Instagram, and I think I said that already.
Yeah.
And then also on Instagram, you can find Bobo the A Clown. Anya.
Can they
All
find
right.
the two of you?
You can find me on Instagram, Anya_Laird, and you can find Charlotte at charlotte.coa.
And I am Dan.Alpers on Instagram, but right now I'm focusing on the design work for the haunt. You
Yes.
can find that at Dan Alpers Design on Facebook. So
Alright.
for all of us, thank you for being part of the family.
Yay.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Bam! Daniel.